Hey, Juan.
Um, could I help you?
Yeah, Bryan here, local realtor. You got a ton of calls today, huh?
To be honest, yeah, it's a little out of control. 10, 12 calls a day at minimum. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. I'm gonna tell you what I'm telling everyone else. I'm not really trying to sell the house. I'm just like I tell everyone else, man.
Yeah, I got you, man. It must be frustrating. Is this really what you imagined 3 months ago when you put the home on the market?
3 months ago feels like 3 years ago, bro. It was honestly, it's not. I thought it would be quicker. It's it's upsetting, especially with the family and just kind of the finances. It throws everything into flux. It's annoying as hell.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man. So many people are putting the home on the market right now, and they're either not selling or requiring multiple price reductions, and it's like a stall for everybody. Had you gotten the offer and gotten it sold, where were you guys headed to next?
Um, like Cobb County, so Atlanta. For I don't know if you how well you know Georgia. Got a job transfer. They're being flexible now as far as me not moving into that role I was supposed to, but it's I can only stretch it out for so long without them either rescinding the promotion or whatever the hell.
Yeah, man, that's got to be horrible, man. That doesn't sound good at all. So I assume time is of the essence for you, right?
Yeah, time is important, of course, but it's got to be the right procedure. It just can't like rush. I'd rather do it right and take more time than just rush and just leave a couple grand on the table or have to give concessions or whatever it is. And the interest rates they fluctuate, so it's yeah, of course time is important, but that's doing things right is more important.
No, that makes sense. Ideally, do you have like a time frame that you're working with? Like, how soon do you need to be out there at your new home and for your new job?
Like yesterday or last week. All jokes aside, like yeah, the sooner the better. And again, being able to maximize what we can take with us. I need the equity and just kind of start a new life. So when again, like my employer, it's patience runs out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You had to be there yesterday, and it sounds like this whole situation is kind of putting your career potentially at risk. So you really don't have any time to waste. Would you be available to meet today or tomorrow to discuss this?
I mean, again, I gotta think and figure everything out, and just kind of clear my head a little bit.
No, that's fair. I can understand your position. How does waiting help your situation?
I can't say it does. It's just like I get a lot of calls, and there's just a lot of other stuff going on. I got to tend to my wife, got to tend to my kids, and it's just like it's just frustrating. So I can't say that it does, but just you know,
Yeah. You're right. It's a mess. I can imagine there's a lot of turmoil going in the house, and this probably hasn't helped at all. Ultimately, is clarity like what you're looking for? Ultimately,
well, yeah, clarity, or just trying to see what the end game is, what the final picture is. My agent is talk the big game, and then now it's like the interest rates, or Trump this or whatever the hell. So it's just really it's annoying and upsetting.
yeah. No, I understand, especially if your agent wasn't communicating. In today's market, that's super important. Look, I'll tell you this: like, if we were to meet, we'll take a look at the whole situation. I'll kind of take a look at what he did, maybe what he did right, potentially what was missing, and then we can determine what the next best move is for you and kind of how to coordinate this thing. Is that fair?
I'm not against it. That sounds fair, but you think you can do other stuff that other people can't?
Well, I'll tell you this, Juan. We are in a tougher market. However, we are still selling homes, and I'm sure, like while your home was on the market, you've seen other homes sell, so it's possible. You just have to put together a game plan and make sure that you execute things properly. Because in this market, one mistake can cost you everything. So again, I'm just going to advise that we get together. It shouldn't take longer than 15 or 20 minutes unless you have a lot of questions. I could come out tonight around 5 or 6, or would tomorrow at 4 maybe be better for you?
Um, tonight's not good. Tomorrow, honestly, like, you want to do it between like 3 and 4? Yeah, just no later than 4.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I could do 4 tomorrow. Look, I'm getting a call right now from my lender. So let me do this. Let me take her call real quick because it's about another deal. I'll chat with her real fast and I'll call you back. That way I can grab a little bit more information from you. All I'm going to need before we meet tomorrow for sure is 2 things. Can you write this down?
I'll write it down, but you just texted me too, so I have it there.
Cool, I will. If you can, a digital copy or a physical copy of your most recent mortgage statement so we can look at the numbers and I can give you an accurate estimate. And then if you already don't have one, a copy of a key for the front door. Cool?
Need a key and a statement. Okay, sounds good.
Cool. All right. I'll talk to my lender real quick and then I'll call you right back. Sound good, Juan?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Cool. All right. We'll talk soon. See ya.
All right, bye-bye.
Well, folks, that's how it's done. Now, let me give you a backstory. Somebody on my team had talked to him, and I filmed another call actually the other day with somebody in a similar situation where I close. It's for Tyler, one of the guys on my team. And you'd be surprised if you can make it past like the beginning part of a call. A lot of times they just open up, right? And this guy was a little bit easier. He didn't give me too much resistance, but going through the reps, when you do come across somebody like this, you'll kind of already be in the flow. You'll understand that a lot of times they're just kind of talking, and one question, one transition is all you need to get them to open up and then move forward, right? And a lot of times they'll give you that resistance up front or at certain points in the call, and it's going to be a lot better for you. But if I compare this to when I first started making calls, 10, 11, 12 years ago, it's night and day different. Not every call goes like this. I'm probably going to post some of the bloopers, right? Because I've been digging up some of that old footage and stuff, but it's super simple. Just make sure that you guys are working on your skill set, role playing every day. This is something I do. Like I just recently did a workshop with a lot of my students, and I had some of them making follow-up calls live. And one of them actually set an appointment at the workshop earlier this week, just using 1 or 2 lines that I gave him to tweak, his follow-up. And from what you listen, it's nothing crazy. I listen to what they say, I answer, and then I move on. And even during that exchange, even I slipped up, words didn't come out perfect, but you still get the job done. And that's what it's about. So I'm glad I could catch one of these. I'm going to upload, I think, a few more before the end of the year. Anything I can do for you guys to help you with your ability to cold call, sell, whatever it is, let me know. I do offer a lot of coaching and training. Grab some of the free resources in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. All right. Peace.